Hi, I'm Danny Clark with Arizona's Finest Roofing. I want to talk to you about one of the components on a tile roof that really kind of goes unnoticed, and it's the batten system. The batten system is the strips of sticks that you see here. These strips of sticks, they hold the tile in position, and what they do is they keep and they allow the tile to overlap each other. Typically, the minimum overlap is what you're looking for. It's a minimum of 3 inches. That's what most manufacturers require, and the battens are very important. You know, everybody thinks that the underlayment is the number one, the most important component of a tile roof. And I think there's kind of a race between the underlayment and the batten system, because without the battens, the tile wouldn't stay in position, and without the underlayment, the roof wouldn't stay watertight. So there's a good reason to use both components on the roof, and today we're going to talk about the battens. So what I have on this roof right now is Eagle has a batten called the arched or the scallop batten system. And if you look at underneath here, you're going to see a scallop cut in the batten. And then you got a spot where you would put your fastener, scallop, fastener, scallop, fastener. What I want to show you, the beneficial reason or the benefit to using these battens, is it eliminates the possibilities of damming. It stops the water from damming up on the sticks. Typically, what you're going to get 8 to 10% of water behind your tile roof system every time it rains. I don't care what enclosures you put in, it's not going to be 100% waterproof from the tile down. The tile is really meant to block the sun from deteriorating that underlayment and exposing that underlayment. It's supposed to protect it there. But the battens are crucial as far as that water hits, gets behind there, and then it dams up on your standard battens. With the Eagle batten system, they really nailed it. They've got it to where it allows that water to shoot right through the batten system and eliminate that. So if you have a broken tile, a tile gets dislodged, it's not, I'll use the analogy of a flat tire. The homeowner comes out, they notice they got a flat tire, they need to get it fixed. Well, typically when you have a roof leak, it's because of a broken tile or dislodged tile, or even damming in a valley where you get debris built up. So when that water gets pushed to the underside of that tile, or it runs naturally, from a broken tile down, that water is relieved and not being held back and allowing that water to run off the roof. So let me do a quick demonstration. I'm gonna have to go ahead and turn on the hose, and I wanna show you the way this works. And I wanna just you see the garden hose is on all the way. And if you look to where I'm running the water, let's just keep it here. Look at the damming of this. Zero damming. That water shoots right off like it was intended to do. This is an extreme amount of water that a rainfall in Arizona isn't going to be this extreme. But the beautiful thing about it is it doesn't dam up. And so typically where your leaks are is from, like I said, a broken tile, tiles dislodged, or valleys being backed up. And then you go pull the section apart, the standard batten has dammed up every course all the way down. So if you have a tile that's broken up at the top of the ridge, you would typically have to pull that tile, go about 10 foot wide, all the way down to the bottom to replace the entire area where the water ran. And here, if I had an issue with my underlayment because the underlayment got burned out, the tile is out of position, I would simply have to repair just that spot. I would eliminate the possibility of replacing this whole area, 15 feet by 25 feet wide or 10 feet wide. So this is a reason I think it's very important, and it's very important to use this batten system because it works. There's no guessing. All the way down. I can literally just keep running now go ahead and turn the water off. Now that my water's off, how quick is that water dried up? I shouldn't say dried up because it's still wet, but what I'm trying to say is how quick did that water get off of the roof? And now if you look at every course, I'll just walk down here, every course, no ponding water here, anywhere. The next video I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a video on standard battens and show you exactly why standard battens fail. Why that roof system fails because of the standard batten. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.